Alright guys, welcome back to another episode here on the channel. Much appreciated for the views, the time, and everything in between. Please like, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. Let's get right into it of this new Disney Plus review. Comes of a movie that a lot of people have known about this tale ever since prior, around the mid-1900s. This is one of the most popular tales that Disney has ever came out with, and many of you know the name Pinocchio. So the retelling of Pinocchio on Disney Plus is what we're hitting the nail on the head with today. Uh, so hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let's dive right in. So a lot of you guys might know the story of Pinocchio and the wooden boy created by his master woodcrafter Geppetto. Takes place in, I believe, Italy, and it seems to remain the same in the actual movie that came out in 2022. One of the cartoon turned into a live-action retelling, and I found it actually to be pretty good. Now, hear me out. Let me tell you why. A couple things I can very much nitpick about this. Not everything is the same, but then again, there's a reason why they call it a retelling. Hence the word retelling. And I don't want that to become my favorite word of the day, but you got to realize that a lot of these movies, these types of restructures, in the Disney universe, they're not gonna be lived up to everybody's most preferred cartoon favorite, of a movie. And that's okay. We just want to see a lot of these things at least portray half of the quality of what they once were. And I think to that standard, the creators have essentially succeeded with that. Tom Hanks actually plays Geppetto, and I thought he did a pretty good job. His acting is above subpar in nearly every role he's ever had, at least to my standards. And not to be overly biased, but I think he fulfilled the Geppetto role, and he pulled that off. Whereas also, again, a couple things can be, taken away as not so great. I would have liked to seen more from some characters that were bigger in the cartoon, like the fairy. I know for some reason I can't remember his name, so I apologize. But the fox, typically he's an exciting, bad guy for his own purpose. He has more of the money making agenda, the famous agenda, not the nice character, and very much trickery throughout his role, and that is what it is. But I don't think we saw enough of him, and I think he really made an impact on Pinocchio's decisions, and I think we got a pretty good couple chomps of him. I don't think we fully. He's one example of a couple that I feel like we should have got some more character insight through the film. But as for everybody as a whole, I feel like Disney pretty much nailed it to the best that they could. And the effects were awesome. Those were great. I had no problems with that. I think the CGI that they utilized fit for the scheme that they were shooting for in all simplicity. I think it really lived up to the standards of what it was supposed to meet, not the overall expectation for everybody. And I think in general, that's really what makes the film. And you don't need every film to just be a killer through and through. And I think in this regard, this is a movie everybody should watch. Now, again, I can talk all day. This movie's already been released. So a lot of you have seen it. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm going to tell you one thing. This is worth the watch. So, long story short, I'm going to give this movie a B-. Now, it's a B- again because we're missing elements of certain characters. I didn't see longevity or long enough play times of certain characters, and that's a little bit disconcerting. And also, a couple things with Pinocchio that stood out to me. I could break that down into a longer review if you guys would like me to, but if not, I'm going to leave it at this. What's needed, and not to overexpand or overexplain. But yeah, B minus, worth the watch. You can nitpick everything under the sun, but if you really take your eye, put your eye on the prize and try to find the good in a couple things, then we're on to something. You guys have a good one. Hopefully you enjoyed this view, and I will catch you on the next one. Be sure to also check out my Netflix review 2 playlist, as well as catch this video and recommend this video, if you guys can, to your friends, family, etc., viewers, possible subscribers, on the Disney Plus Review 2 playlist on my channel. Fast Forward, loves you guys. Much appreciated. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.